There's a certain thrill that comes with riding alone on the mountain trails. A sense of freedom and solitude that no other experience can match. The rush of the wind, the sound of tires skidding on gravel, and the heart-pounding drops. It was my escape from the mundane. I had been biking these trails for years, always pushing the limits, always seeking the next adrenaline high. That day was no different. I set out early, the sun barely peeking over the horizon. The trail was familiar, yet every ride felt new. The air was crisp, and the forest was alive with the sounds of birds and rustling leaves. As I approached my favorite part, a steep, rocky descent that demanded precision and guts, I gripped the handlebars tightly, feeling my heart race with excitement as I picked up speed. But in a split second, everything changed. My tire hit a loose rock, and the bike slipped out from under me. Suddenly, I was airborne. The world spun as I was thrown from the bike. The impact was brutal. I heard a snap, and felt a searing pain shoot through my leg. Then everything just went black. I don't know how long I was out, but when I came back to my senses, I realized my leg was broken. I screamed. It was excruciating. Panic set in as I realized just how deep into the trail I was, far from any help. I could hear my heartbeat with every short, quick breath, my mind racing with worst-case scenarios. But after a few minutes, the serene location oddly helped calm me down. I took a moment to assess my surroundings. I tried to stand, but the pain was unbearable. I grabbed my phone, but it had been smashed by the fall, completely useless. I crawled slowly back to my bike, which was leaning against a large tree, the tire completely bent. I screamed for help, hoping someone might hear me, but remembered I hadn't seen anyone on my way up earlier. Hours passed, and the pain in my leg became a dull, throbbing agony. I tried to move, but each attempt sent waves of pain through my body. The sun dipped lower, casting long shadows through the trees. I kept shouting for help, and hitting my bike with the broken fork to create noise, but it was all swallowed by the wilderness. Then came the rustle in the bushes. My heart dropped as I turned my flashlight toward the sound. A dark figure emerged from the underbrush, slowly, ominously. It was a bear. I panicked and screamed. As it approached, I screamed in terror like never before, but the bear was upon me. I could hear its loud breath and smell its foul odor. In those final moments, my mind raced with every emotion. Memories of my family and friends, the regret of getting myself into this situation, and a strange sense of calm, a resignation to the fate that awaited me. As the bear reared up, I felt its claws digging into my shoulder. The pain was sharp yet fleeting, replaced by a cold numbness. Then everything went black. I opened my eyes to find myself in a hospital bed, the sterile smell of antiseptic filling the air. Confused, I tried to move but was met with a sharp pain shooting through my leg and shoulder. My heart started to race as I remembered the trail, the darkness, and that foul-smelling bear clawing at my shoulder. I panicked and screamed. Then my sister rushed into the room. She calmed me down and explained that I had been out for 3 days. A group of hikers, on their way to set up camp, heard distress noises and faint screams echoing through the woods. They followed the trail and found me just as the bear was about to tear me apart. They managed to scare it away, provide first aid, and call for help. I was airlifted out of the mountains and rushed to the hospital. I cried out of gratitude and realized that I had been so close to death, a mere breath away from becoming just another ghost of the mountain. I can't shake the haunting thought that the wilderness is unforgiving, and next time, I might not be so lucky.
This story is a work of fiction. All characters, names, locations, and events portrayed herein are products of Papa Dusk's imagination or use fictitiously. Any resemblance to real people, living or deceased, actual events, locales, or organizations is entirely coincidental.